Alright, what's going on, guys? So I had a long day, but today is also the first day of daylight savings time, so I have a little bit of time here before the sun sets, about an hour. So I'm going to go with the Nikko Pin Worm once again. It is on a trout magnet jig head, so it's 1/64 of an ounce. I believe the hook is a size 8, which fits this thing absolutely perfectly. This worm has a little bit of a thicker body here, and the hook just kind of covers it perfectly, and then the soft, floppy tail part just kind of hangs off right there at the end. So I had a lot of success with this the last 2 days, got some nice sized bluegills and a couple good sized largemouth bass on this lake. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Gonna toss this thing around again, hopefully get into some more nice bluegills or some other nice sized panfish. So let's give it a shot and let's see what happens. Alright, so here's a better look at the lure. It's a great lure. The only real problem with it is, well, it's kind of a problem depending on the situation. The long tail creates a lot of really nice action. It flows and sways nicely in the water, which attracts a lot of fish. But the problem is if there are a lot of, oh, this is tangled up top. There we go. If there are a lot of smaller fish, like small bluegills, they'll kind of just pick at the tail. They're too small to get their mouth around the hook most of the time. And the lure stays on. It's a very durable lure. However, it'll just kind of come off a little bit off the hook. So I'm just going to swim this slowly. Hopefully we can stay away from the little guys today, and more like yesterday, we can find some of the bigger, beefier bluegills. There we go, fish on. That's a largemouth though. Little guy, but still a lot of fun on this extra ultralight rod. So first fish of the day is on the bank. All right, so first fish of the day is a little dink of a largemouth. Got plenty of these guys the last 2 days. I don't mind them, but I would definitely prefer the bluegills. So this guy's going back. Nice little start to the day. Now let's pick something else up. Oop, that's another one, another little one, smaller than the last one, on the very next cast. All right, so another little dink of a bluegill. No shortage of these guys over the last couple days. We'll get it back, and again, let's hope we can find a nice sized bluegill. Here we go, fish on. Oh, it's a nicer one. Another largemouth though. I think it's 2 casts later. This guy's pulling a little bit more drag. Let's get him on in here though. So plenty of small largemouths today. All right, so here we go. Largemouth number 3 of the day. Bigger than the last, maybe about the size of the first. Not too bad, but again, hopefully we can find a nice sized bluegill today, not just these dinks, even though they are putting up a nice fight. There we go, fish on. Another little one. Is this something different? Yeah. First bluegill of the day. Tiny little one though. Yeah, so normally when they're this size, they bite the tail and don't get hooked, but this guy somehow got the hook in his mouth. So first bluegill of the day. The species I'm going after, but not the size that I'm going after. There we go. Oh, that's a nicer one. I think this is a bluegill. Can't see it yet, but it's fighting differently. At least actually, I don't know. It is fighting differently. But it's got to be a big bluegill if it's fighting this well. What is it? Oh, it is a big bluegill. I was right. Now let's try to land this guy, because this is the size I'm after. Nice fish. Yeah, so best catch of the day so far for a number of reasons. 1, it's our target species. 2, it's a beautiful fish. Look at these colors, especially here on the head. But 3, because he put up a really nice fight like these bigger bluegill do. So hopefully we can get a couple more of these guys, but 1 is good enough for now. Nice fish. we go, fish on. That's another nice bluegill. Smaller than the last one. Still a nice size. Come on up here. All right, copper nose bluegill number 3. This is the second really nice size one. Not a really nice size, but a nice adult size. So we got those beautiful adult colors. So we'll get it back. We'll keep fishing little pinworm. Hopefully we can get a couple more of these bluegills of this nice size. So all I'm really doing is casting this thing out. It's a little windy today, but on this 3-pound, really thin fluorocarbon, that jig still casts really well. Let it sink a little bit, but as you have probably noticed, this lake is full of algae. It's bad close to shore. That was a bite, a little one. But even out, that was another little bite. But even out deeper, oh, there we go, there's a fish, another little bluegill. So like I was saying, even out deeper, there's a lot of algae toward the bottom. So just swimming this thing back, kind of suspended in the water column, has been working. Here we go, fish on. Another dink largemouth. Come on up here. All right, another dink largemouth. So many of these guys over the last 2 days. These guys are well outnumbering the nice big adult bluegill that I'm looking for, but still provide a nice amount of action. Fish on. Ooh. Oh, it's a bigger largemouth. Very next cast. Nope, I think the largemouths might like this little thing more than the bluegills do. He wrapped himself up in the algae, but he's on the bank, slightly bigger. So it's certainly still a dink, but it is just ever so slightly bigger than that last one and then some of the other ones I got today. But nicer colors on this one. A little bit more of a pattern. Some of these largemouths are just kind of uniform in color. This one's got a nice pattern on him. But yeah, he's back. We got some spotted tilapia down there. Oh, that's not one of them. No, that's a largemouth. I was going to try to catch a spotted tilapia, but I guess instead we're going to fight another little dink of a largemouth. This guy's pulling well. He's got some open water there. Super deep right here. He's, nope, not in the algae. He's slightly bigger than a lot of the ones I've caught today, but still rather small. All right, another small largemouth, and I think we are going to call it a day on this one. Got a couple nice bluegills, not as many as I would have liked, but I am not seeing them here either, just a bunch of spotted tilapia close to shore here. So that guy's back, and let's wrap it up. So that is going to do it. Plenty of action in only 48 minutes of fishing. A couple largemouths, couple bluegills. Wish I would have caught some more larger bluegills, which was the target. Unfortunately, I think it still might be a little bit too early in the year for them. The big ones are probably still a little bit offshore. They should be starting to come inshore to spawn, but it still might be a little early. It's early March as I am recording this. but the Nikko Pin Worm, this exact soft plastic, the same one, I've now used for 3 days, caught probably a couple dozen fish on it, got dozens and dozens more bites, and it's still in great shape. Speaks to the durability of the Nikko line of soft plastics. Other soft plastics, maybe you got to replace them after sometimes even one fish, sometimes even no fish. Sometimes I'll put a new one on, I'll get a bite, and then after that one bite, it's already ripped up and torn in half. But this exact lure has lasted me now 3 fishing trips and multiple fish. So absolutely love the Nikko products. They all produce fish and they all are super, super durable. But yeah, hope you guys like this little trip around this Western Florida lake, and I will see you guys next time.